Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Duke Blue Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And he takes this from inside the 5. So Duke's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook.
Turning it on! They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Blue Devils want to move quickly. He'll pull it on the read. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check it out. Got the first down, looking for more. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How you're going to finish strong throughout the season. You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer. Getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation.
He's got it down the left. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Grab behind the line. It's Montgomery. Touchdown, Blue Devils! A great catch and run for 6.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Ward. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Nevada Wolfpack offense takes the field, and they'll go to work for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you.
Oh, he's got some space. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. They get to him as he throws. Complete downfield. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it. Finds his man. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Got enough for the 1st down. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Gets it out fast. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Nevada's moved this ball from deep in its own end and now a little room to operate.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much in the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Blue Devils are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Blue Devils had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up a sack.
He's got it down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Peters. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. They'll send out the kicker here. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
They're up by a field goal over Georgia. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to fire on second down. A lot of defenders around on that screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Snagged out of the air. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Looking for a crease to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. The Wolfpack facing a 2nd down to open the period. Looking to fire. It's on target and complete. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Nevada needs to convert on 3rd and short to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Lets it fly. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nevada.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And the Blue Devils will hustle to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. Powers through the defender. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Wolfpack just inches away here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. This Nevada offense really has it going. Off the play fake on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run it from the gun. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Trying to get it in. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. on the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Off. What a play by this defense. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the offense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Breaks the tackle. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. The Wolfpack need this 3rd and short to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Zings it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Still running at the 40. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Going over the top. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nevada. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
21-10.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Nevada. The defense putting points on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Wants to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Duke! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, we're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham.
And the Blue Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. This Nevada offense really has it going. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Nevada comes to the line after getting the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
The Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Complete to the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Using his legs, it's Peters. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pressure coming. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season. Buys a little time with his feet. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. At the 40, there he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll keep it on the ground. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Nevada comes to the line, facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Blue Devils are in the hurry up.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Blue Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. With the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll go to the counter. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. He's out past the 35. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll pull it down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We've reached the break. It's Nevada holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll bring it out. And the returner will be knocked down. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
From the gun, the ground game. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. The Blue Devils in the hurry up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And the Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Montgomery. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Montgomery. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. From the gun, the running back has it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. He's got it, and he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Touchdown, Nevada! And the punishment has been extended. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
27.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Grabbed in the middle, it's Peters. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Brooks. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the 1st down. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Nevada. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now the offense will come onto the field again. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback is knocked knocked down back at the 13. The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run it from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. Solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
I'll tell you, you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just did right there.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. A 1st down run in the red zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you at every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. 3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Makes the grab. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.